Gonna do this thing. It's been a while since I've done anything live.
Well, we're already live now.
I prefer heavily edited and censored.
A non-edited version of Mark and Shawn go live from the patio. There you
Yeah,
go.
so
We'll get you into Sandy
I've,
Beach.
yeah, it's kind of my
Huh?
sandy beach.
Good.
Look at our fire pit, and
Look at that.
yeah, this
Oh
is this
man,
is one of the places we'll be hanging out at the event right here.
that's
And
that's
then
what you need a summer bash for.
yeah, that's what this. And then right behind me here, we have the pole, and we
That's not
just
just a
started.
pole.
Yeah, so we started flying Big Honor today, so we'll fly it the whole week this week
Is
just
that the
because it's
big,
Fourth of
big one?
July. Yeah, the big
Big
one.
one.
We got the 30 by 50, 1,500 square foot one on there now.
Should
So
start with 50 by 30. 50-foot long, 30-foot tall. That's massive. That's massive.
30 foot tall, 50 foot
All
long.
right. Well, 30-foot tall, 50-foot long. I think that's what I said. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I was
yep,
envisioning.
yep,
Was monstrosity. I can't wait to see it in person. So,
yeah.
uh,
Well, hopefully we don't get too much wind, but we only need about 10 miles an hour to be able to fly it. So it was flying pretty good
the
earlier
limit
today.
on miles per hour is well, how much?
The what?
50. What's the per miles per hour?
Oh, miles per hour. We're probably good to about 60.
Oh, yeah.
We should be
That's
good to
awesome.
60, and that's conservative. Realistically, we'd probably be good for longer than that, as long as it wasn't sustained winds.
Yeah, yeah. So summer bash coming up. It's going to be July 17, 18, 19, and 20. Is it really
And
4 days?
17th is kind of all you.
Oh, 17th. Okay. All right. So 17 is
And
live
that was
demonstration.
your idea.
iDrive power systems. We, as everyone can tell who watches this video later, we have everything figured out and planned out. No, really, there's probably a team planning everything, and we just show up. So that'll be iDrive power systems. So you have vinyl and aluminum on that day. Pounding. Is that the day that we're gonna do a little mini fun competition?
No, Friday. So Friday morning is going to be kind of interesting too. If people come out for that, we're going to shoot a video with my two brothers, Alan and Dan, competing against my two kids. So my oldest and my youngest are going to compete to see who can install vinyl fence the best, because they are self-proclaimed experts at everything. So
Oh, really? And how old are they?
uh well, Cade's 19, and he's definitely becoming an expert. He's learning. I would still say he's an apprentice, and then the other one's 15, and he's just started basically working in the field this year, and he has a lot to learn.
But to be fair, we're just going to be putting in some iDrive power systems vinyl fence. That's pretty damn
Yep,
easy.
yep, yep.
It
No
does.
holes, no nothing. We're just gonna pound posts and erect a beautiful vinyl fence.
Where are we going to do this at?
We're gonna do this in Powell. So most of the events are gonna be in Powell. However, our store in Cody will be open the entire time. So if you've ever wondered where we film all our YouTube content, most of this stuff, all the demonstrations for the most part, will be taking place in our YouTube yard, uh, just kind of south of our shop. This is where we do all of our fabrications. So our fabrication team will be here if you have questions. Um, a lot of our salespeople will be here. Veronica will be here. So a lot of you guys know some of our team, and are continually asking for time with them. And this would be a great opportunity to maybe come and have some of your questions answered.
Or get behind the scene tour?
You can see exactly how we operate, and I can tell you, it's not near as fancy as some people may have envisioned, and it's not as polished as maybe what we want it to be. But this is the reality of a growing fence company.
Yeah, I can relate to that 100%. I'm no different. We are not polished by any means behind the scene.
So
So
Friday we'll
the
have
area
some.
you shoot,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
I
The
was just
area
going
that
to
you
say
shoot the YouTube
Friday.
content.
I'm done. Time out.
There's going to be a delay. You go about Friday. I'll wait.
Okay, so Thursday is kind of the iDrive Power Systems. Friday, just to kind of give you guys a layout of what we're doing. Friday will be the video. We'll shoot the video. We're gonna have demonstrations by some of the vendors that have, some of the vendors and sponsors have signed up. I think nice high security is going to be here. Wood Defender has stepped up, and so we're going to be staining a little bit of louvered fence. I think the most recent video on our YouTube was building this louvered fence. So we're going to go ahead and stain that with some Wood Defender gray stain to match the rest of my fence. If you've ever wondered how to do that, and it's on top of concrete, so we'll do the best we can to make sure we don't ruin my place. If you've ever
And,
wondered how that goes.
and you're gonna shoot YouTube content so they can see it getting shot too at some point. Is that right?
Yeah, so that's the competition between my two brothers, then my two boys to build that fence. That's actually going to be coming out as a video. So
Okay.
if you've ever wondered how we put that content together and what it looks like when we film, this is a perfect time to come and see that whole process because
Because it
maybe
won't
you
be
have
that polished.
aspirations. Huh?
It won't be that polished
Yeah,
live.
you'll get to see exactly what it starts out at, and that you'll get to see the real talent that is our video team, which is Nick,
Yep. Yeah. The
man
whole.
one, and you'll get to see kind of how he puts all that together and how fantastic work he does. Because when we shoot it, it's not polished at all. It's not perfect. It's rough, and it's no different than when they shoot movie clips. It's never perfect, and they go back behind the scenes, and that's where all the real magic happens.
Yeah. They make us look good,
So.
right?
Absolutely. So we're going to do that on Friday. Demonstrations from some of the other vendors. I think Rhino's bringing a whole bunch of pounders. They're going to bring their
Yes,
new
they
skid
are.
steer pounder,
Yep.
telescoping skid steer pounder that goes on like the MT85. So we're going to try that out for the first time. I think they're going to leave it with us to do some videos. So pretty excited to see
Okay.
that. They're going to bring some of their bigger air drivers, like I think maybe their
110.
PD 140 and PD
Oh,
200.
oh wow.
So we'll see if we can put some 4-inch pipe in the ground and we'll test that. We'll have our air compressor here. We're going to test out the Patriot.
Yep. Yep.
So
We're
you're going
running
to
the
be here with the
Patriot.
Patriot, and I'm excited to see the Patriot just because we've done so many pounding tests in that yard already with other drivers. I kind of know and I'd like to put it up against something and just see how it
It's
is
pretty
because
hard down there, about 2 foot,
yeah,
isn't it?
about 2 foot it turns to straight cobble. It's the nastiest stuff. So you've got to have something heavy enough to kind of break up that rock. But yeah, so I'd like to test that out. Unfortunately, we sold our last Bryce, so we won't have any Bryces there. If you're hoping to see a Bryce in action, they're all sold. But if you want to see one
Oh,
in
you
action,
sold the bomb?
yep, we sold the bomb, unfortunately. So
Damn, I wanted to see that thing drop.
yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I can show you where it was dropping holes, 10-inch holes,
That's
pretty
what I think I
easily.
want to
So
see. I want to see the giant holes that it blew in the ground like a.
yeah, it does. It's impressive. If you've got really heavy clay soils and stuff like that, it just destroys it. It's amazing, and there's no spoils. So and you have this perfect 10-inch hole. In the video, one of the videos, we built this big container canopy building. That's where we're gonna have the band. So Friday night we'll have a band, two bald guys band. Then Saturday morning there's a golf tournament. So a golf scramble, 4-man teams. I think we can have 9 teams, and SWI, of course, is gonna have a team there. We're no good, absolutely no good, but we're gonna try our best. If we happen to win anything, we will absolutely donate that. We're gonna have some prizes on that for like closest to the hole, um, longest drive,
Yep.
and then probably the top three scores. So and I think the top prize is going to be a Rhino iDrive no di or iDrive
Wow.
power systems kit. So like the
Oh wow.
driver, the extended
Yep.
handles. So
Extend.
$3,600 driver is going to be our top prize at that, I think. So
Is that for who has the lowest score, or who
yeah, who
wins
has the
one of the?
lowest score?
Okay.
So anybody that doesn't know what a scramble is, you don't have to have a ton of talent. It's basically you play the best ball for every hit. So everybody hits from the same spot, and whoever gets the closest to the pin or has the most advantageous hit, then y'all go up there and y'all put a ball there and y'all hit from that spot. So it's really, really some even mediocre golfers can do very well. So
And what time is that? I missed that part. My
we're
my
gonna do that. So the pancake breakfast is at 6 o'clock in the
Well, and
morning. We're gonna cook pancakes. Then we have to be over in Level, which is about 25 minutes away. So we need to be over there, leave about 6:45, and the tournament starts at 7:30. So nice and cool in the morning. Definitely bring bug spray if you're going to participate. And all the registration for this stuff is up on your Eventbrite. And
okay.
correct? I mean, maybe we can drop some comments or links in this on Facebook with the registration links if you want to come. Speaking of registration, that's important too. The registration fee for the first person from any family or company is $100, and for each additional is 25. And I'm going to tell you straight up right now, for us, this isn't about the money. This is one of the scariest things I've ever done in my entire life. And my hat is off to Shawn King and people that put events on like this, because you do this at great risk, putting a whole bunch of money into it, not having any idea if you're even getting it one person. Really, this is just about accountability, us saying, hey, you're making a commitment to come to this event so that we know we can count on you, and we don't we don't overbuy on some of the things that we're doing, that we have enough chairs and tents and facilities for everybody. But we will be as accommodating as we possibly can. If you want to dry camp, there will be areas to do that. But
I'll be
again, the
camping right there.
registrations, and the other part of that registration is if you show up, we'll
Got my
give you a gift
spot.
card. You can tell us if you want a gift card to Sean's store or my store, and we'll give you $100 gift card, and you can go use that $100 right back there with them. So the only thing you're out is if you bring extra guests or extra people from your team, $25, and I think we can give you some value for that. So.
Yeah, yeah.
So Saturday, also some demonstrations, and again, it's a lot of just really good networking, hanging out. Then in the evenings, the band will kick off. We have another band, and I don't remember what the name of the band for Saturday night is, but I think they're going to kick off somewhere around 6. We'll have some food trucks here so that there's food. We'll have chairs, tents, shade, because it will be July,
What will the
and everybody
temperature
thinks
be?
Wyoming's cold, huh?
What will the temperature be?
Uh, it could be 105 during the day. Yeah,
Okay.
it could be 105 or it could be 80. And if it rains, it could be 105 and then turn to 75 almost immediately. So,
I'm gonna move to where I have better internet because I keep cutting out. So
okay.
it's not going nowhere. I'm just gonna go inside and plug in because I'm tired. A few seconds.
Yeah, I just had to add a bunch of exterior antennas to our building because it just doesn't like to go through the steel.
So it's funny. I got a quote today on how to add better Wi-Fi outside.
Yeah, we just added some antennas outside, and it's so far it's worked pretty good because I'm sitting here in our beach, and I didn't used to be able to get signal out here, and since they've added those boosters, it's really good now. I don't know, you look pretty frozen there. Well, hey guys, we'll just wait for Sean to return. I'll just hang out with you. And I'm sorry if you guys are commenting. I can't. This is so small on the screen. I can't read anything at all that's there. Comments are just too small for me to read on my phone. He's coming. He's coming. There we go.
And now I have hardwired in, so we're good. I should just started here to begin with, but it was so nice outside. You got me?
Yep, I've got you.
All right. So Saturday night we have is that the band as well? I lost you at that point.
Yep. Hang on just a second. Mm,
Hey, you see that Wingman's giving away 2 Wingman version 3s to give away. People must attend.
Okay, let's see.
Where did Mark go? Let's see here. Whoop, he gone. So Evan Gardner just posted, since Wing Tools can't make it, we will donate 2 Wingman version 3s to give to give to one of the people. So both wingmans go to one person. Um, so yeah, that's badass.
That's cool, man. Thanks, Evan. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
that's really cool. Still want a Patriot though. I know, I know. There's a lot more to a Patriot. It's not quite as mobile as a handy dandy driver. All right, so now I
So
think we
yeah,
got a logistics
Saturday
thing.
we'll do the
Yep, sorry.
fire. I guess we're gonna do the music and stuff 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock, and then about 10 o'clock we'll shut down. We've got an area blocked out. You'll have a really good view. We're gonna shoot fireworks off about 400 feet off in the distance. Um, and then we've kind of invited the entire town out to witness that and check that out. Our town doesn't have a fireworks display anymore. The fire department used to put it on, and it just got to be so much work, and we felt like we weren't adequately prepared to do that, safely, and so we just kind of gave it up, and nobody else has ever taken it on. So
What are you doing to make
this,
it safe this time?
I'm hiring a professional. I mean, they're going to shoot it off. I'm not having
Oh,
anything
okay.
to do with it. I had them out here today surveying the site, and they said, "Yeah, we think we can do it here. You just got to keep people back over here." So
Okay.
we're gonna have it all fenced off. We should be in good shape. So
Okay.
they'll be
Uh,
setting the fireworks up pretty much the whole time that we're having this event. I guess it takes about a day and a half to do the fireworks setup.
oh my God.
Day and a half to 2 days. So
Damn.
because what
This
they're
is
gonna
not.
do is they're gonna computerize it all and run squibs, so nobody's standing up there. When we did it with the fire department, we used to just drop the shells in there, hang the fuse out, light it with the torch, and freaking cover, tuck tail and run. And I'll tell you what, some of those things are crazy powerful. I mean, you start shooting off some 6 and 7 inch mortars, and it's impressive.
Yeah. No, I like
So
to watch them from afar. I'm not a guy. I'm not a big fan of lighting them off myself. I just
no,
value my
yeah.
fingers
So
more.
we'll be doing the professionals will be handling the fireworks. We're not going to have anything to do with that. And really all this is just to kind of give back to the industry that's given so much to us. We've had so many people are like, we just want to come out and meet you, and we thought no better way than just to have a little bit of a better situation than just an open house. We just
I
want to
love it.
really welcome everybody out.
Yeah.
And so many people we see and we talk to, they're like, man, we tell them we're from Wyoming, they're like, man, I've always wanted to go out there, and we want to give you guys a reason to. Not if the mountains around us and stuff wasn't enough, like uh, Yellowstone's 70 miles from
Yeah.
where I'm sitting. You can go to Yellowstone, you can see grizzly bears, you can see elk, you'll probably see
It's badass.
mountain sheep.
I can tell you,
Um,
Cameo's bringing his family for that reason. They're going to go to
yeah.
Yellowstone, and
And
I
that's
would
that's another
encourage.
thing. We want to encourage people to bring your
Yeah.
family. This is a very family friendly event. We're not discouraging that at all. If you've got kids and you want to make a vacation out of this and you want to make this a stop through, then we absolutely want to encourage that. And
Yeah.
there again, if you've got a camper, just give us a call, but we've got places where you can dry camp if you want to save a little bit of money, or there are several campgrounds around. Right here at the
Far away.
fairgrounds in Powell is a cheap campground, and
Yep.
they've got hookups and all the stuff if you want all that. So there are facilities, plenty of hotels, but it is Cody and it's a tourist area. Um, so just be prepared for that. And if you want a
So,
cheaper area, you can stay in Powell, you can stay in Lovell. There's some economical options close by as well.
but no, everyone that's coming doesn't have to be there all 4 days.
No,
Come for at
absolutely
least
not. You can
one
come,
day.
you can pop in for a day. You can come for a day. You can come and check things out in the morning, come back for the party in the afternoon, go check out the Buffalo Bill Historical Museum and all
Yep.
the guns and stuff in there. And I mean, I don't care what you do. I just want people to have fun. And I did this, Sean, because I've been to your events and you run people ragged. You freaking beat their ass for an entire week. And I'm like, this is no good. We've got to do better.
This is different. This is Mark Speed. This is gonna be
This is
relaxing.
Mark
And
Speed. What we're going to
yep.
do is we're going to learn a little bit because we learn a lot from each other as well. And if we just
Yep.
sit down and we network and we have these times and we make
Yep.
ourselves available to others, you'd be amazed at the ideas that are shared.
So fireside chat is also part of the
Oh,
plan.
absolutely. Yeah, this
Yep.
beach I'm sitting on, I welcome you to come check it out for yourself. I mean, I
Yep.
I hang out
Yep.
here and do a ton of business out here. I'll bring my laptop, my phone, whatever. So,
Yep. Yep. So we encourage people that want to experience that. There'll be that availability
I mean, heck, we've
as
got
well.
we've got dirt bike stuff. You like dirt bikes and side by side stuff? We got trails and some of the wildest terrain you could ever want. I've got from my shop here, you could run down the road 3 miles and on a dirt bike and have some amazing riding. Just kind of fun to tinker around on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
So not everything's completely structured out. It's not like you have to. It's not like a timeline like a Shawn King show would normally be, or a Mr. Academy. This is more relaxed. We're trying to give you lots of options
We'll
to
give
engage
you, yeah, we
what you
will
want.
give you an idea of what's going on and when. So we'll have an agenda a little bit tighter to
Mhm.
everybody that, and when you show up here, if you happen to show up and you didn't register and you just want to show up, please don't do that. It scares me to death. But if you're one of those people, we still welcome you. I mean, Sean, I don't know. Like, that's the thing I was saying is I have no idea how you do this stuff because it's freaking terrifying.
It is.
The first part is that you have to have the commitment to just go ahead and do something. And then you have to have the belief that you can get the support you need to actually pull it off. And then you have to have the belief that the people in the industry will come and support an event like this. It's freaking terrifying.
So, guys, listen to Mark. He's asking you guys help him out. So if you're coming, give us a comment. Tell us you're coming. Go register. Eventbrite.
Yeah,
Let's
share
see
it
the
as
list.
much as you can. We'd love to get the word out as much as possible. And like I say, just make a the other thing I was thinking about too is everybody's like, I'm so busy. But the chance is you've probably been busy for about a month and a half, 2 months now, and you're probably running your ass ragged. And it's probably about time that you focused a little bit on yourself, took a mental break,
Yep.
maybe spend a little bit of time with your family and took them to do something cool, maybe a cheap little drive across the country and do something with them and really kind of recharge because sometimes you got to slow down to go fast.
Yes. No, recharging is very important. Take that moment, time out. I think it's very important. And what better place to do it than with your people, right? So
Yeah.
if you build it, they will come. That's what Evan Gardner is saying. Kenny's asking, when is it? So, Kenny, it is July 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. The 17th is just iDrive demonstrations. So, if you're not interested in iDrive demonstrations, that's all that's going on the 17th. 18th, 19th, and 20th, we got a golf scramble. We have fireworks. We have bands and food trucks, behind the scene tours. There's going to be a little mini competition YouTube video recording. You get to see behind the scenes of the brothers and the boys building fence using the Uni 5 and the iDrive system. I got my first fencing job booked for next week. Excited. Look at this guy's first fencing job ever booked for next week. He's excited and nervous at the same time. Jimenez. That's his
Yeah,
name.
welcome to the dopamine rush.
Oh, I love it. Come on, man. You should come on out. John
You're just
McClain.
gonna be chasing that next freaking job, that next fix for the rest of your life now.
Yeah, it's yeah, no looking back now. Get that first one in the ground. John McClain. I'm not sure if he's coming or not. I'm still trying to get him there. If you think you're too busy to make it there, like I say about all of our get-togethers all the time, is you're never as busy as you think you are. You're always going to be busy. So the excuse that you're too busy to make it to any event, you're just handicapping yourself because the work is
Dude, if
still
you
going to
can't
be.
afford $25, man, I don't know.
Well, I mean,
25 bucks.
I don't think it's the price. I think people are like, well, I got too much work to do. But the reality of it is, you take that time out to speed up, and you will. You'll learn things. You'll bring back more energy. If nothing else, you'll have a new spark, right? You have a
Dude,
new
it's
burst.
okay to recharge in the middle of summer. I mean, burnout's real.
Yeah, yeah.
Burnout is a 1000% real. You've been at the grind now because you're trying to chase, but burnout's real. It's okay to take a break. And I don't care if this isn't even you have to come here, but I'm just speaking generally. I think that if you're pushing that hard and you just can't, I mean, I remember the days when we started this thing up and we would run 7 days a week, you
Yeah,
know. And it wasn't just like seven kind of days. It was Monday, we'd get up and it'd be 7 o'clock until maybe midnight, and we'd do a whole bunch of 10 o'clock midnight stuff. And then Saturday we'd
I
go
remember
work, and
those
then
days.
Sunday we'd come in and maybe get stuff ready for Monday. And I remember doing that. And
But I don't
that
think I got
is,
any further doing that than I do now,
I
and I don't
didn't,
work. I mean, I
I
remember
didn't.
those
I think.
burning the hours, and you became inefficient. So you just
Mhm.
work
Well,
harder.
the reality for us is that what we needed to really be doing is charging more so that we could hire the people to help us, so that we
Okay,
didn't have to run ourselves down.
there's a huge nugget right there. Right, we
So
need to fire ourselves and get people more capable than we are. Pay them to do the job, make it their job to do said task. That's important. It's a big piece of the puzzle. So we'll have the war wagon to be there. So and Mr. Fence Tools with the
yeah, we've got your special
tool.
parking spot. We were talking about that, I think, today.
Yep.
But yeah, we've got your special parking spot right out front here, and then I think we'll put the food trucks and stuff out there, and we'll have a tent here on the lawn here, and a tent down at the YouTube yard on that lawn, and Probably one kind of out where the band's going to be, just in case you need some shelter. So
Shelters and shade. Yeah.
should have plenty of
Bring
shelter
lawn
spots.
chairs, right? Tell them to bring some
Yeah.
lawn chairs. Is that good?
Yep. I think yeah, if you, yeah, and that wouldn't be a bad idea if you want to throw a lawn chair or something in there. We'll have some
Yeah.
chairs that you can kind of pack around. I mean,
Depends. When
so
150 people
again,
show up, you might need some extra chairs, Mark.
yeah, I mean, just depending on the number of people too. We've got some chairs reserved and available, but we don't really know what we're expecting here. So again, if you,
Even if it's 20 people, that's going to be a good group of people for us to hang out with. Or if it's 200 people, it's going to be a
you
blast.
know what, I told people, I said, I'm scared nobody's going to show up. I mean, I'm a little bit terrified nobody shows up, but if one person shows up, they are going to get the value of a lifetime. So, maybe 10 people show up and we have one of the best times that 10 fencers have ever had in Wyoming.
This is
And that's what
true.
we do. And if that's the case, then
It's
that's the
going to be a
case.
win-win
We're
no
still
matter
doing
what.
this.
Because smaller
We're
group of
still
people, we
doing
can do
this and
more
I won't
stuff.
regret a minute of it. So,
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's
um,
we'll be
and then
there.
I think we'll probably never be able to do this again because the vendors will be like, well, that was kind of terrible.
No, I think it's
But
momentum. Look
yeah.
at the fact that we just decided to do this. I mean, you decided to do this, I don't know, less than 30 days ago.
Yeah, I decided to do this about Labor Day. I was like, "Hey, we should have a party." And it was when I was sitting out here looking at this flagpole, I was like, "Well," and the whole reason for this is I was just like, "Man, this is the first time I've been in business for 10 years and I didn't go bankrupt." Not only that, but we hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and that was such a milestone because it took us so freaking long to get there. And then
Yeah.
now we're launching this franchise that's
Yep.
just been a nightmare to get put together. And we're launching this CrankU app where people can now review their customers,
Love that.
and it's going to be integrated with Job Nimbus, and all this is coming to a head right at a time. And I was like, man, I just need to let off a little bit of steam, and I just want to celebrate with my homies.
There it is. There it is. Let's
So
do it. Yes.
So I was like, let's
Aaron,
have a party, man. Let's have a
let's have a
party.
party. What
Let's say
better
we got,
reason to
why do we
party?
got to wait till February or whatever when all the other stuff? Why do we got to
When
do
it's
that?
cold as shit.
Let's have a
Yeah.
party now. It's in the
Let's
summer. I
enjoy
love the
it. I mean,
summer.
when's the last time Fencers had a big ass bash like this in the middle of the summer? I don't know
Dude,
that
I
a big
love the
bash.
summer. I love the summer. The summer is to be cherished and enjoyed when you live in Wyoming. I know
Yep.
people in Florida probably don't think that, but around
Well, here's
here
the
it's
thing.
it's something that it's special and it's only 3 months out of the year and we want to enjoy every minute of it.
Yeah, your winters are brutal, buddy.
Yeah.
Your winters are nasty there. You
So
can have that. So you can't
yeah,
do a
I mean,
winter
you can
party.
come check out this dang flagpole that we built. Talk to the team that built it. I mean, I'm freaking crazy impressed. I was just,
Who's going to climb
you
the
just look
flagpole?
around at all the things that your team has done, and it's just, man, it's amazing to see what people are capable of when you
Yeah,
enable them.
this is true. Put them in the right position, give them the right tools and the training, and give them the confidence. Sky's the limit, man. Look at that. You built a flagpole with no experience. That's crazy. A little bit of
Yep,
chat GPT and
yep.
a little bit of
And
guts.
we had a little thunderstorm roll through today with old big honors up there. He's not flying too good right now. It's pretty limp, but it was
Hmm.
it was sticking straight out, and it's still standing. I'm here to tell you that pole hasn't even bent a little bit. So
No, it's going
all
to take
those
a
chat GPT haters telling me I engineered it wrong.
really.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah, go read the comments on that video. Oh my gosh. People are like, I can't believe you used the wrong chat GPT. And okay, here's a funny fact. So
wrong one.
we were at Job Nimbus last week and they're talking about all the AI and stuff. And I think somebody says, if you just don't know which chat GPT model to use, just ask chat GPT which one to use. And so I did that. I was like, if I have an engineering problem, which one should I use? And it's like, you should use 4 Turbo, the one you're using. And I'm like, it's exactly the one I used. And everybody's like, you should have used 3.0 or I don't know.
Uh,
Eh, Everybody's got an opinion. The whole
uh,
reason we did that too is just because we knew that it would freaking burn people up that I was trusting Chat GPT with my engineering problems.
but they're your problem, not theirs.
They don't think that maybe just for half a second that maybe I drove around and I looked at a whole bunch of flagpoles and how they're built. Now, what I'm going to tell you is the flagpoles I looked at weren't even a fraction as stout as that one.
Yeah.
Those flagpoles are probably only rated for like 60 mile, and they probably have to unhang their flag.
Yep. You're at 100 miles with the smaller flag, right?
Oh, well, yeah, some of those poles I looked at in Florida, I went down in I-95 there on that and looked at a whole bunch of them, and this pole is actually larger in diameter and has a way bigger flange and everything. It's substantial.
Hmm.
Um, the one that we were kind of trying to beat, Silver Creek Midstreams here in town, they just dug a 3-foot diameter hole 9 feet deep, and then poured it with concrete.
And put
We
the
dug
pole in
a
it,
nine
no
and a half
flange.
foot deep hole that's 9 by 12 and filled it with 30 yards of concrete.
Jesus.
So
And they sunk the whole pole in it without putting a flange on it.
yeah, no, they sunk it. They did it the same way, but their
Okay,
flange is substantially smaller.
I see.
Their pole's only 70 foot, and for each, every little bit you go up, it gets harder and harder.
Substantially bigger, right?
I
Speaking
think
of
I think we're gonna
bigger,
try and do 140 foot in Cheyenne,
why?
just because it would be cool. And I think somebody said we don't know, but I don't think there's a flagpole that tall in Wyoming, so it would be the tallest one in Wyoming at that point.
Yours has got to be pretty tall already, pretty close to that
It's the
already, isn't
tallest
it?
one. I think we have the tallest flagpole in northwestern Wyoming. I
Hmm,
can't remember if there's a big one in Jackson or not, but I mean, definitely for anywhere around here, you couldn't go anywhere and find one. You have to go to Billings, I guess.
hmm, hmm.
Billings has probably got some.
No, Evan, it wasn't dry packed and it wasn't driven.
It was
That's
absolutely wet set.
yeah.
I do not have. You could probably drive this thing, but I don't have the driver that's capable.
You could probably dry pack it too, but I don't have the ability to pack that big of a footing.
No, I
You
wouldn't.
would
This
need
is
a
one thing I
massive
wouldn't, because that concrete has to get strong. I mean, we
PSI
used
strength.
5,000 psi with high early,
Yep.
because I was flying a flag on that thing less than 2 days after the. Was it?
Hmm.
Yeah, less than 2 days after it was poured.
And you weren't scared.
Again, I was just like, hey, Chat GPT, remember that flagpole we designed? The concrete that we used was this concrete. It's been exactly, we poured that at Thursday at 3 o'clock. Do you think it's strong enough now? And it gave me all the parameters. It's like, dude, if the wind comes up even a little bit,
And you
I
weren't
was
scared.
like, I'm risking it. And so that was the first one. So I flew the small flag, and then it came to Memorial Day, and I was like, hey, Chat GPT, you remember that flagpole thing?
Oh
You
my
think you
gosh.
think it's been long enough I could fly the big one? And it's like, and it said something like, yeah, fly it with confidence, and I don't know, it said something cool and kind of cheered me on. It was funny.
That egged you on a little bit. That's awesome.
Yep. So it said, yeah, just do it. Just I think we had to pull it down that day if it got over 30, and we couldn't even get enough wind to fly it. So
I bet it takes you an hour to get the thing down and fold it up.
not really.
Hmm,
We
hmm.
don't really have enough people to fold that thing up properly, so we kind of have a storage system where
Stuff
we just kind of
stuff it
neatly,
into a container.
yeah. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's really hard to fold something with that like that without tons and tons of people.
100 people. So,
Yeah,
all
we've got a special storage crate the guys made in the shop for it.
good deal. All
Yeah,
right.
we've got another really big project in the shop. There's a lot of cool things. We probably have something cool we're working on in the shop. And if you're interested in like the Dragon, we can show you how that works, how we use our CNC machine, some of our benders. You can check out the tubular chair they bent. Maybe they'll demonstrate building one of those chairs on Friday or something like
That
that.
would
How
be
they did
cool.
that.
Those are pretty badass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe we'll do that, and we'll give one of those away at the thing. I think that'd be pretty cool.
We'll
We'll
just
have them
make it
bend
up
one
as we
up.
go.
Yeah,
There'll
those are just
definitely be
kind of
things to be given away. So you're going to end up walking away with something.
yeah, it's
You know
just
what I mean?
yeah, hopefully just knowledge, and hopefully a little bit rested, and a lot more knowledge, honestly. And whether or
Yeah.
not you get it from us or you get it from one of the other people that shows up, that's what you don't know.
Yeah.
I just went to Job Nimbus, and I didn't know what I was going to learn there, and I picked up tons of nuggets. So
Awesome. That's awesome. So John McClain asked how tall. We told him that the flagpole is 100 foot, and then done
it's
right
probably, I
fits.
mean, technically, it's probably like 103
Wow.
from
Technically,
ground to top of ball, but
tippy top.
we just call it 100.
Be confident. 100 footer. So John McClain, you coming? I don't know. Jacob Mater's thinking about it. On
Mater's
Monday.
got to come. Geez, that's just Mater's just got to come down from Columbus, Montana.
Jeez,
I
come
drove
on.
through one day. I was driving through. Speaking of Mater, and I was going to Bozeman to pick up Tanya's new car, and we drive, and I look on the side of the highway, and there's old freaking Track Mater sitting right there on the side of the interstate.
Can't miss
And
Track
anybody that
Mater.
doesn't know Track Mater, that is a whole story. And he should
Yes.
show. What would be cool is
He
to
should
have
bring
him
Track
tell his
Mater.
story, like haul that thing down here and tell his story of how he built it and show it to people. That if you
That
show up, Mater, and you want to bring that, I'll pay your fuel bill both ways. That would be so freaking amazing. That
it's a
thing's
great story.
awesome.
And it's
I've
one hell of
never
a
seen it,
machine.
and we got that thing over here from North Carolina and gave it to Jacob, um, just
That's
because it
awesome.
was a project that got started and never got finished. And we're like, hey, you know what? Better bring it out here. I'm going to give it to Track Mater, or I'm going to give it to Jacob Mater, because if anybody could rig this thing together and finish it up, it's him. And he
And he did.
absolutely did. And he uses it in his business every day. It
He
blows my
does.
mind. It's amazing.
Cool stuff. It's awesome.
Yep.
Good stuff. All right. Well, we'll probably do another live video, I'm going to imagine, before we get over the hump, get more details, keep people talking about it.
Yeah, but share it out.
Share
Anybody
it
that's
out.
close, share it out. Everybody's welcome. I don't care.
Yep.
Competition. Anybody can
Yep.
show up. We're not
Yep.
restricting it. It's free and open to anybody and everybody that wants to come. So
And
should be a
share the.
good time. Should be a lot of networking and fun.
Let's pack the house. Let's pack Pal and Cody.
Yeah, it scared me, so I never did it again because we had too many people. And
Let's have that problem.
or let's, I don't know. It can go either way. I don't know. I got a 50-50, but we're doing this one way or another. Like I say,
Pretty soon. It's
2 or
happening.
3 people are going to have a really good time, or 300 people are going to have a great time.
Really good time. All right. Well, enjoy your fire pit there tonight. I'm envious of it. I'll be there soon, and we'll do another video here soon.
All right. Yeah. Plan some extra time. If you come, plan some extra time and go see some of the stuff. If you've never seen the Grand Tetons in Yellowstone, you could do
Jackson
a loop
Hole.
and go all the way up through the west entrance,
Black
all the way
Sand.
through up to Old Faithful, come down, go into Jackson, then make your way home. I mean, even if you rented a car and just took a day trip where you did that for a day and stayed in Jackson overnight, just be prepared to pay about $500 a night in Jackson.
At least, but it's beautiful. Absolutely,
but it is beautiful. You will never see scenery like that.
No.
The closest thing I can compare it to is anybody that's seen Switzerland and pictures of Switzerland. That's Switzerland, is like a whole country of Jackson and the Grand Tetons and Yellowstone area. It's beautiful.
It's worth it. It's worth a trip. So make it happen, guys.
We've got hot springs down south of us. You can go shoot guns in Cody. You can rent side by sides and slingshots in Cody. We filmed a video. It'll be out this weekend, just kind of showing you all the stuff that is. I just don't think a lot of people don't know enough about Wyoming, so I invite you guys to check it out.
Come see Wyoming.
Come see
all right,
Wyoming.
my friend. Have a good evening. See you.
You too. Later.
Bye-bye.